lights. You're gonna love these. One of them is RGB. The other one is CCT.
Welcome, my name is Philip. Today we're talking about two brand new lights from Amaran by Aputure. Now, these are the lights you can see behind me. This is the Amaran P60x. It's a CCT light. It comes in at 239 euros, probably similarly priced in dollars. And this is the Amaran P60c. This is a CCT NRGB light, a HSI light. You can control the hue, saturation, and the intensity of the RGB diodes. And I've got to tell you, I've been using these for about 3 hours and 22 minutes, and they've grown on me. I've really come to like them. They come in nice little boxes like this. There you go. What you get in the box is you actually get, believe it or not, you're not going to believe it, but Amaran is basically, it's a product made for creators. It's a product made that you get it in the box, you're out, you're creating, and it's fantastic. These are, by the way, aviation grade aluminium alloy. So it's quality. It's quality. It definitely is very well made. The feel of it, holding it in your hand, you know you've spent your money on something good. So $239. You're going to get the softbox. You're going to get a grid. You're going to get the power brick. You're going to get the cable. You're going to get the the stand, and it's actually got an umbrella hole in it, believe it or not. And you got a sweet little carry case to hold it in. And you basically put the cables in there and everything you want, which is fantastic. When you get it out the box, you will notice these two little packages. Let me shine some light on these with the 120D. There you go, that's what they look like. Just in case you didn't catch the bag, it looks like this. Light goes in here, cables go in there. Fantastic. And when you put those together, you have something like this, which basically goes on the front of your light. There is one for the small one, there's one for the large one. And it's got these little kind of like rods that you put together, and it kind of stands up on them, and it's now become a softbox. The grid is Velcro, so you can basically take it off, flatten it like this, and go on your way. Same with this. This is foldable, so once you get all of those out of the way, it folds into this small bag. So value for money, fantastic. And as you saw, they're all controlled by the Sidus app, which is an incredible app. It is no doubt the best lighting app from any light producer, maker, company I've seen in the world, and it is fast as. You've got 3,200, you've got 5,600, all at the press of a button, everything's done. If you really want to blast some light on, there is a Tiffin Black Promise quarter on the front of this, so this may look a little bit crazy, but it's very fast, it's very intuitive. I love the app, especially when you want to control, for example, one fixture, you want to go to the 60C, and you want to give it a little bit of color. So we just kind of do something like this. And I mean, look how quickly that works. And if we want to go back into fixtures and we want to go into all fixtures, we can turn them on and off very easily. I'm telling you, this app makes life so quick and simple. Anyway, the box for the big one looks like this, and it comes with exactly the same setup the smaller version comes with. And this one is coming in at 319 euros. So we're talking about 80 euros more, or $80 more than the CCT version, but you're getting a lot more for your money. If we check the power of these two, we can see exactly what they're pumping out. In CCT at 5,600, 100%, 1 meter away from the wall, ISO 100 and a shutter speed of 50. Let's see how much lux these guys have got. And after we've done that, we're going to check the color, the RGB in red on this, and see how much lux that has. Let's try that now. So with the light at 100%, 5,600 kelvins, this is the P60c by the way, we're getting a very nice, strong 6,000 lux. That is a lot. With the P60X, we're getting a little bit less, but not a huge amount less, and it's coming in at 4,800 lux. Now if we have the P60c in RGB, red, it's going to come to a lot less. As this is normal with RGB lights, the diodes just aren't as powerful as the CCT ones. So as you saw, that's quite a kick for such a small, I mean this is small, I mean that's my hand right there, look at that. That's small, and it's tiny. These things are tiny, but they really have a kick. And when you put a softbox on them, it just makes things a lot more beautiful. So if you quickly have a look at the difference between softbox and no softbox on my face, it may not be the most attractive face out there, but I'm all you've got. Let's check this out. Without the softbox, it's pretty harsh light, nice and strong. With the softbox, we have a nice bit of wraparound, everything is a bit more even. With the grid, there is no fill, there is no wraparound. So you can see the softbox makes quite a difference, especially with the grid on. It really does cut the light off from just, flying everywhere. Spilling is what they call it. So both of them go from 0 to 100% in 1% increments, which is great. But the cool thing about the 60X is that if you press in the button, it will actually go from 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. This one you have to twiddle it a lot to get there. This has 4 effects, by the way. As it's CCT, it can't really do many more effects than it has, so 4 effects. This one has 10 crazy ass effects that will blow your mind. My favorite one, as everybody knows, is fire. Fire and TV, but fire is number 1, and this has a fantastic fire mode. If we go into 60C effects and we go into fire, you'll see what I mean. You'll see. There you go, that's fire. You can change the frequency. You can change it to a cooler color, but why would you? It's fire. And you can obviously change the intensity, so it's just like, it's crazy out there. So I'm in love with them. I really am. I mean, you may think it sounds funny. I've been using them for 3 hours and maybe 30 minutes now, but there's something very, very beautiful about them. Very easy. You just turn them on and you're done. Now, talking about power, they have 2 power options, or maybe 3. I'm not sure about the third one. They have the wall power, which is very nice, but it comes with this little kind of metal rod attachment, this kind of wire attachment that you can connect it to the light so it's not dangling around your feet, which is the most annoying thing in the world. I don't know why more people don't do that. And you connect it via the actual cable, which is a nice, easy cable. It clicks in, click it out to get it off, and that's really simple. The power brick also has a lock on the actual power, so you click it in to pull it out. Fantastic things Aputure is doing now. Amaran is doing now by Aputure. So, awesome system, but you can also just take it off and power it with NPF batteries. I was searching for them. I don't have them on the desk. I should have prepared them, but maybe next time. So this is really just an overview of these lights. It's not a review, because obviously I haven't been using them long enough to review them, but it's an overview of what I've seen so far in these 3 hours and 32 minutes. So being able to power them off the batteries is great. It's funny because the more expensive NPF batteries I had are 60 or 58 watts. They worked on both of them, whereas the less powerful ones are 40 watts and they only worked on the big one. They did not work on that, so beware when you're buying NPF batteries for these. But it's great that you can take them out and you can use them any way you want. The 60X goes from 3,200 to 6,500, and the 60C goes from 2,500 to 7,500. The great thing about the 60C though is that because it has color diodes, you can dial in the magenta and the green. So if you want to color correct it to any lamps that you're using that may need a little bit of a tint, a shift, then you can actually do that with the 60C. You can't do it with the 60X. The thing that I love the most is that they're quiet. They are very quiet. The 60X has a fan in it, just one. If you turn it into smart fan from medium fan, it turns off until it needs to turn it on, I guess when it gets too warm. The 60C has 2 fans, and on smart, it seems they're on all the time. On medium, they go even more at it. but you can't hear it at all. I mean, both of these have a CRI of 95 and a TLCI of 96. So what that basically means, if you're completely green, it means the closer you get to 100, the more clean the light is. So it's not going to have any weird kind of colors you're filming, like, you know, an actor, an actress, or yourself, and you're coming out green, which it shouldn't be. In fact, if we want, we can change these to 5600 so they match my Aputure 120D Mark II. Looks better, huh? Does it? Like, I mean, this is a cool look as well, but this is clean. This is like clinical clean. So they don't have any flicker. By the way, did I mention they're both 60 watts? I guess, you know, P60, P60, you probably, you know, figured it out by now. They don't have any flicker. I've tried them at 240 frames per second and they are clean as they can get. I don't have a camera that goes over 240 frames per second, but I'm guessing Aputure wouldn't have made a light that flickers. Basically a great design. They've got custom options, so you can do like custom effects and you can really go wild with these lights thanks to the app, thanks to the actual controls on the lights. You've got studio mode as well, which I did ask Aputure what that is all about, and they said that if you have more than one and you've got studio mode, you can use it as a slave. I'm not exactly sure. If someone can comment from Aputure down below and, you know, clear that up, but apparently is if you turn it on to studio mode, then what happens is one of them is going to be a master and the rest are going to be slaves, so you can turn them on or off. That could be completely and 100% wrong, but because they're two slightly different lights, when I turn them on in studio mode, they don't work together. So if I press the back of this, it won't work with the back of that. I'm not sure what that's about. Like I said, 3 hours and 36 minutes is not a long time to be using these lights. Generally, very excited about these lights. Really happy that Aputure sent them out. Thank you guys. Amaran sent them out. Amaran by Aputure. That's what we're looking at right here. It is the creator version of your Aputure lights, which doesn't mean they're worse at all. They're just made from slightly different materials. Functionality is the same. The app works with them the same. And at the end of the day, what do you need from a light? You need it to spill light, right? To be able to light something. So these do that, and they do it very well, and they do it in a fantastic package. And you do get bags for them. You get everything you need, including the grid and the softbox. There will no doubt be affiliate links below because, you know, why not? And if you did like my film, give me a thumbs up. It's going to be down there. The subscribe button, I've told you guys before, it shouldn't be red. It should be grayed out. Then everything works properly on YouTube and nothing will, you know, break. Catch you guys soon. Oh, by the way, I do have a ton of Aputure stuff I've bought with my own money. So it's not like I'm promoting something that I have no idea about. I really do love Aputure. Catch you guys soon. As simple as that.